Visceral fat is basically sitting deep inside our abdomen, closer to the organs like your pancreas and your liver and your intestine, etc., etc. It is dangerous. It's very harmful. It's metabolically active.
Yeah.
But that said, it is easier to lose. But if someone has a lot of visceral fat, it just leads to a lot of, diseases like insulin resistance, diabetes, heart conditions, a bunch of things. So, like I said, it's very dangerous to have a lot of visceral fat, and because it's sitting deep inside the abdomen, that just contributes a lot to the belly fat.
Correct. But then you're saying it's easy to lose the visceral fat.
Easier
Compared to subcutaneous, but it's also very dangerous. And yet people struggle to lose that fat from the belly area.
Correct.
Right? So, let's get into a little more details of understanding what to do with this visceral fat.
So people struggle to lose visceral fat. It is because it's biologically active. And what that means is that it acts like an endocrine organ. Okay. It's releasing hormones all the time. It's also releasing inflammatory molecules into the bloodstream. It also leads to, like I said before, insulin resistance, which impacts how your body is storing fat. So all of this put together, the metabolism seems to get impacted, and which again means that, the amount of calories that you're burning at rest has reduced. And because your caloric expenditure has reduced, you may or may not have a lot of control on how many calories you're ingesting. You just seem to keep accumulating more fat. And when you accumulate more fat, you're also accumulating visceral fat.
Correct.
So people find it hard to lose because of that downstream effect. But for people who are able to follow the right kind of protocols, which we will discuss, they seem to lose visceral fat the fastest. It's the one that, in response to exercise and nutrition, it is the one that will shrink the fastest compared to subcutaneous fat. But of course, it hits a plateau, and then by the time you reach that inflection point when you're about to see a lot of gains happening, gains as in fat loss happening, people start to give up, because it just takes time for you to see that compounding effect, right? So I think if people are losing body fat, if they're losing fat from the belly, then all they need to do is just stick around for a little more, and they will see a lot of benefits happening.
That sticking around is the hardest, right?
That's the main thing. It's because all your diets are going to work. It's all about adherence.
And especially with belly fat, I feel like it just, because so much of it is also to do with, like, you want to eat.
Yeah.
you just have food all over.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I'm talking about me personally.
That's how our environment is designed, right? It's not about you or me or anybody else. Yeah. Our environment is like that. And I mean, the rule is that if the food is in your reach, you will eventually eat it. That's what John Berardi says, the founder of Precision Nutrition. So in your kitchen, if you have cookies, you're going to end up reaching out for it, and you're going to end up, it's going to be in your stomach at some point.
Yeah.
But if you don't have cookies, then of course you have that additional step of ordering it and things like that. And in most cases, you will end up avoiding it. So it's how our environment has been created over a period of time. And that's why we just like to eat a lot of food, and all kinds of food.
All kinds of food, yeah.
Yeah.
So available, accessible, affordable.
Yeah.